Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to episode 15 of the Flipped Leagues. And as promised, we're coming for the final game of the season. Except we're not, because I accidentally played the final game of the season because I thought there was one more game because I can't count. I was only an accountant for 5 years. As predicted, we smashed the Premier League, destroyed it, 16 points. We've done some transfer business, so I'm just going to sort of give it. This will be a shorter episode, but I'm going to talk about we've signed a couple of players. I think Scottish fans will be particularly happy with one signing that we've made. We bought Ali McCoist out of it. No, and yeah, so we'll talk about what we're going to be looking to do next season. Let's also in this episode have a look who's going to get promoted. Come on, Liverpool. Stages. Arsenal, Man City, as expected. We'll have a look at the playoffs as well. Come on, Liverpool. There's a slim chance. Man United have been promoted. Well done, Man United and Tottenham. Liverpool have failed again. OK finances. Chelsea, they're still rich, aren't they? They're still rich. Leicester, they're okay. Man United, insecure. Hello, Paul Pogba, we're coming for you. Apart from we can't afford anything like your wages. Even though they got promoted, there's still a good chance we can steal some of their players. Dele Alli would be amazing. Remember, we're not trying to look for too old. Kieran Trippier, he's not amazing in this, is he? I think he'll get upgraded in FM18. Ben Davies, I'd really like as well. Good player. Probably got some good youngsters as well. Carl Walker's still there. Danny Rose. Bit expensive. We could probably do better for cheaper. Right, let me show you the transfers. We know about Harry Kane, but look who else is here, my friends. Kieran, yes, I know it's a fourth left back, but 8 million quid, and I wanted sort of more British players, and he's brilliant, and I haven't used him, so it kind of fits all the holes, so to speak, and he's just very, very good. What we can do, I think, next season is we'd already planned to sell Haidara, and I think I'm going to sell. What's his name? Charlie Taylor, who's a decent lefty, 24. He's not going to improve a massive amount. And then just have Josh Tymon as our left back backup, because he's a wonder kid and stuff like that. Let's nip forward. I just want to see who gets in the playoffs. Pleased with the supporters. Record high points total. New contract. Footballer of the Year, Magoma, 2 years running. The guy's a beast. He's not even that good. We've got quite a lot of better players now by this point. He'd make it into bottom-end Premiership teams. Player of the Year, 2 years running. It's just what he does. And how much is he valued at? £1.3 million. And he's on 18 grand a week. Patrick Bamford won the top goal scorer, 28 goals in 33. That's not bad. Magoma was our top scorer, we can see to make sure. Amazingly, Bright got Young Player of the Year, which is fantastic. Really good to see that. He had a really good season, especially second half. 16 goals, but also 15 assists, which is lovely. Manager of the Year, that's got to be 2 years running, in it? Yeah, of course it is. Okay, who we got? Magoma, Boney, Bright, Holding, wow, Coppergill. Didn't think he was that good. Sanfield, I have no concerns. Yeah, because Sanfield had like a £2 million release clause, and I was like, need to get rid of that shit. Let's have a look at some of the stats. So, most mistakes made, as you'd expect, centre-backs. Rob Holding made a lot less mistakes for a similar amount of games than the other two centre-backs, which is interesting. Same as Dale Fry. So, Harry Maguire and Cargill have both got a mistake in them. Key tackles, none. 11 key tackles. So although he's making a few more mistakes, he's also making important tackles, key headers. Jesus, Harry Maguire, 94. It could be because he plays that more central role. Probably more to do with it than anything. But a nice chunk of amount. Key passes, 69. And it's Brighty, interestingly. Wilfred Boney, 63. Magoma, 56. And then quite a drop after that. Average rating was Charlie Taylor, just after saying we're going to sell him. I'm still going to sell him. 4 goals, 9 assists. He's done all right for himself. Most assists this season. Bright with 18. Boney then with 15. Charlie Taylor, 9. Magoma, 9. Vieira, 8. Sam Gallagher, who only didn't play a massive amount of football. 13 starts, 10 sub-appearances, 11 goals. Pretty special results. I'm happy with him to have him as a backup next season. Unfortunately, after we dump off... what's his face? Hujama Flip, Boney, who scored 33 goals. So they both scored 33. 22 in the league for Boney, and Magoma 24 in the league. So he just edged it on Premier League goal difference. We'll call it that. Although he did play 2 games. They're pretty even, but both bloody marvellous. I'm hoping we can get rid of Boney. I think there's enough rich clubs now in the Premiership that somebody should snap this guy up for at least his value. I don't think I'll miss out. We'll take a hit on that. We'll get a few quids for him. What did we pay for him? 6 million. Yeah, so we'll get our money back on him. I'm hoping they can pay all his wages. That's 95 grand. That's a massive thing. We've only got 12 million left, but we've got a lot of budget. We've got a big bank balance, so I'm going to ask the club for more money. Let's look at positions now. So we've got Jordan Pickford as our goalkeeper. Very happy with him. 7.1 average rating over the course of a season is spectacular for a goalkeeper. Graham Stack, we might need to upgrade a backup. Just some random dude. I'm not really need any better than Pickford. I really like him. So just some random dude that's maybe a tiny bit better than Graham Stack. I think he might be retiring. Yes, he is. At the right back position. So Trent Alexander-Arnold is going back. I'm going to try and sell Glenn Johnson because he's on a chunk of money. And I think Simon Francis is a perfectly good backup right back for the next season. He's a nice filler that can be on the bench, fill in at centre-back, fill in at right wing-back, do both jobs really well. He's got the stats for both. So we need a first-choice right back. I could do my writing downy thing again. So right wing-back first. As for centre-backs... we don't really need anyone. Rob Holding's obviously on his way back. We might be able to pick him up. We might be able to find better. But we've also got Michael Keane coming in, who's going to do brilliantly for us, hopefully. So we might get a backup. I'll put a backup centre-back just because we're going to continue playing the 3 at the back. Left-backs we're definitely fine on. We could have 4 of them. We need to palm some of them off. Central midfield, Samfield, Ronaldo Vieira. We got Malumbi, Ajaria and Ward-Prowse. Unless, with all these positions, unless I find some little special player that's put on the transfer list or available cheap, then I think we're pretty good for the central midfield. It could still do with improving. Ward-Prowse is up there. These rest of these other guys are more potential based than anything. But the trouble is we've also got really bad facilities, like the worst. Our coaches are still pretty bad as well. So therefore, the problem with buying like an 18-year-old wonder kid is that we can't improve them to the level that a Man United would or an Arsenal would or something like that. Well, not Arsenal, but Man United and stuff. So I can't help doing Arsenal jokes at the moment. Sorry. So maybe a central midfielder backup. So I'll just put a question mark. Like if there's a fruity little number, we'll grab him. As for the sort of shadow striker positions, we've got Willock, who's a decent youngster. We've got Danny Ings when he's not injured. He's injured a lot. Bright, who I'm very, very happy with. We've got Magoma, who I'm happy with. So, again, unless there was a little cheeky number, a good player that was cheap or a free, then maybe, but we don't really need it. And striker position, we're going to get rid of Boney and look to bring in, we've also got Harry Kane coming in. Sam Gallagher's a decent backup. Also, Danny Ings can play there as well. So can Bright if need be. So we're totally fine at striker position, which is good because they're bloody expensive. Right wing back is the big thing for me. Wing back. Nathaniel Klein. He'll be alright, won't he? He'll be alright. 27, though, seems a little bit old. I don't want to sort of spend that sort of money. And, it's a bit boring, isn't it, that signing? We'll try somebody I've not used before. Like Daryl Janmat. No, nobody said that as an option, did they? But yeah, definitely sort of a right back option. Let's have a look at little contract status and see what's Jesse Lingard. See, that's an option. We can't offer him a contract yet because he's young. He's not. He's 25. I don't know what the age is. Is it 28 or something that they go free? I'm definitely going to go in for him if he comes up. This is the sort of player I was talking about with the shadow striker position, is that another option, especially another English option. He shouldn't ask for a massive amount. Like, he's not going to ask for over 100 grand. He's only on 22. He's going to ask for like 200 grand, isn't he, or something stupid. What I could do is just declare interest, just to stave off him signing a new contract. Could work probably against that, and he'll go, but Man United offer him a massive contract. Dan Gosling's 5-star, is he? Jesus, really? Yeah, there's lots of interesting names. What's like a Romero? What sort of money is he on? We need a backup goalkeeper, but there's no point in spending a big chunk of money on it. I'd rather just get some unknown that's on 20 grand a week, really. So there's no massive players. There's a few nice cheeky ones in there, but nobody that sort of. I'm looking for players that interest me, that I want to manage, rather than the best players. I'm not trying to play this optimally. I'm having some fun with it. We still want to make sure we're good by the time the other big teams arrive, but we want to have some fun with it and try some. So there's let's see what sort of who we could attract just generally. What sort of top end? It's like David De Gea. Yes, please. And N'Golo Kante. But we don't really have that sort of money anymore anyway. Alexis Sanchez. He wants to leave Arsenal. There's a shock. All the Arsenal players are here, pretty much. Aguero. He'd be quite a good shadow striker. I don't think we can afford his wages. Granit Mesut Ozil. Bobby Firmino. Oh, hello, Bob. We don't need another fucking attacking midfield. Look, there's so many good. Leroy Sané, Raheem Sterling. There's so many good possibilities. We don't need him. And N'Golo Kante would be cheeky, though. It's going to cost too much money. Chelsea have still got money, so I don't think we're going to prize any of Chelsea's player. Sadio Mane, Riyad Mahrez. There's so many nice players. Eric Dyer. Now, that's definitely an option. Again, too much money, but we'll keep an eye on him. Oh, then Emre Can, tried to buy him for. Eric Barley, who would be lovely. Joel Matip is transfer listed. We don't need another centre-back. Oh, but it'd be lovely. Joel Matip and what's his face? Will Keane. Who else? Zappacosta. Dendonka. Chris Smalley, Yanazai. Luke Shaw. We don't need another fucking left-back, that's for sure. Nathaniel Klein again. There's probably lots I miss here. I'm just sort of skim reading it. I'll look at it properly. I'll look at it properly afterwards. Roster for Barkley. There's some decent players in there. Not that we can afford, really, unless there is a chance somebody's going to go into financial meltdown. Fingers crossed. So let's step up the chase. I would love to make him part of the team. We're working towards that end. Yeah. I think if he comes in, I might look to sell Danny Ings, who's just injured a lot and he's on a lot of money. Because if I can't rely on him, I'd rather have somebody I can. So, yeah, the main thing is we need a right-back, a first-choice right-back. And they're so important for this formation, I'd be willing to sort of spend all of the money, really. I'm going to ask for more money when the window opens, because they should. Let's try it now, because we can ask again later on. Come on board. Come on board. I won 2-time champ winners, yeah? We believe we can't... Okay. I feel like I can push a little bit more because, you know, I'm indispensable at this point, surely. I'm not going to say that I can't carry on doing my job, but I'm going to push a little bit. Just a basic, I really can't stress how important I believe this to be. You can ask me, like, it's not going... Okay. So, I'm not doing the carry on the job, but left behind by rivals or lack of ambition? I can't say left behind because we're winning the league every year, so... Come on. Fine. I'll be back to you in a fucking month and asking again, alright? You bastards. We can also ask for wages as well. Right. But there we go, my friends. Tomorrow's episode will be a proper one. Apologies for missing that. We won it. I haven't even told you the results, have I? 5-1 against Torquay. We sort of bossed the rest of the league. Tranmere 2-0. Colchester 2-0. That was 2-1 Tranmere. Yeah, York 3-1. Barrow 3-0. And then we lost away to Wrexham. Malumbi got himself sent off and they got a late winner. But we beat Sutton 4-1, and then Torquay 5-1 on the final day of the season. Gallagher, Magoma, Ward-Prowse and Bright with a brace. And it was all going well. As for because a few people have asked about the facilities, they're taking forever. And these are really, really basic facilities we're talking, people. Below average training, basic youth level 0. I'm doing everything I can to... Basic youth group, basic junior coach. I'm doing everything I can, but it's not going to get it done anytime soon that it's going to be useful. Training is the one we need to obviously concentrate on the most. The new stadium's going to be complete at the end of next year, at the end of next season, which is good, which is lovely. But we will end the episode there. If you can think of any good right-backs, a really good right-back. Remember, generally speaking, from... ex-Premiership teams, because I still can't compete with Real Madrid. Players aren't going to leave Real Madrid to come to us, Eastleigh, right? So mainly sort of in the British League system is where we need to be focusing. Ex-Premiership teams, ex-Championship teams. Think of any... I don't want somebody that's like 17 or 18. I want somebody that's like early 20s because they've already developed so we can't fuck them up too much. That would be perfect. But also maybe a central midfielder... But there's not the big thing is the right back. So any suggestions, please do leave them in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you for next season tomorrow, I think, if I get time. Pre-season takes a while, but generally speaking, I'll get it up the next day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. We are the champions, my friends. We'll keep on fighting till the end. I know. X Factor. Here we come.